I hate to say this, but guess what? It's time to get ready for back to school. So all of a sudden we have to get backpacks. We have to start to tie shoes. We have to get back into the routine of our life. And boy, after being summer and camps and off and with your kids off and you not having the schedule, whether you're a parent or a grandparent, it can be really challenging. So let's talk about our posture. Let's get back into the swing of things before we get to anything. And this is for kids too, not just for you. So let's talk about what's our posture. What is it? I'm going to lean against a wall. I'm going to put my head and move my feet out just a little bit. So much of the time, I'm going to roll my shoulders back. What are we doing? We're down here. We're looking at our phones. We're looking at our computers. We're driving. So that is inflection in the front of the body. So just by leaning against the wall, oh, I realize my chin might be out. I'm going to drop my chin. My back might be overextended. I'm going to let my ribs relax. I'm going to let my knees soften. And I'm going to put my hands on my belly. Let's start with breath because everything begins with our breath. Inhale, exhale. Don't change your shape, but now engage those abdominals, whoa, to connect to the body. And you're going to notice something. Wow, I've never kind of felt that. Again, exhale, blow out that air. Pull in, pull in, pull in, hold, and release. So I'm resetting my torso to be nice and long and also to get ready for that load. And especially kids, my gosh, how much weight do we have on them? And so we have kids going on one side, okay, so now that's weighing me down. We want the backpack on both shoulders, and we want to try not to get into that leaning back kind of position to engage those abdominals. So we want to try to keep ourselves really strong. All right, so here's the next thing. I've done a bird dog where you're on your hands and knees and extend opposite arm and leg. But I'm going to do a standing bird dog because sometimes you can't get down on the floor. And that's just life. So my legs are apart. I'm going to put my hands onto the wall. And in fact, before I even do that, I'm going to do a little cat-cow because my body says I need that. So this is called a standing cat-cow. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit. There's a little space between my legs. I'm going to curl my tailbone under. Woof, and that's going to give me a super nice stretch in my lower back. And I'm going to let my tailbone reach back. Exhale, curl, curl, curl. Pull the belly in. Such a beautiful stretch right back here, and that's really what we all need. And release, especially if all of a sudden we're standing. Exhale, curl, and release. Let's do one more. Exhale, curl, and release. All right, so now I'm going to do a standing bird dog. I'm going to bring my hands down a little bit. I'm going to reach my tailbone back. And I'm going to extend my one leg straight back behind me. And I'm going to take my arm out to the side. And I've got to balance between my arm and my leg, keeping myself square and bring it back down. I'm going to go to the other side, extend that leg, arm goes out. Woo! Little bit of balance there, always good. Hold and come back. Again, arm, leg out, hold, and in, and stretch and in. You can do that as many times back and forth. But doing the standing version is really, really nice. So now let's talk about our upper body, our thoracic body. Again, most of the day, this is everybody. I cannot say this enough. It is the number one thing that ages you when people go, oh, they're old. All right, so you're going to interlace your hands behind your head, take a breath, keep your abdominals pulled in. So I'm not overextending in my lower back. I'm keeping my abdominals pulled in, and I'm going to lift my chest. Oh, this feels super. Please try it. Now, you can do this sitting in a chair, all right, and then your shoulder blades go right at the chair, and you can lift. You can do it standing. You can do it with a foam roller. And come forward. I'm going to round forward, and I'm going to do it again. Open the chest, lift, open, open. Ooh, that feels so good. And forward. And again, lift open, and down, one more, and lift. Now I'm going to stay there. I'm going to take my hands behind me. You're going to interlace those hands. Rolling back, rolling those shoulders back. So nice. And forward, rounding in. And again, open the chest. So here we are trying to combat being in flexion. We live in flexion. Okay, we want that extension, that opening of the chest, abdominals in, and then that rounding of the back. All right, one more exercise. And this is super important because, again, we're on our phone. It is called a chin tuck. So most of us walk around like this. You don't even realize it, okay? So you can see my neck and shoulders, not good. So if I put my hand on my chin and woo, bring it back, I get that length in my neck. I can do that against the wall too if that feels safer. Reach and drop. Reach. When you drop back, you're going to feel those muscles, those are your upper traps that attach onto the base of your skull. Release, because those get tight, really tight. If you're a headache person, especially when it's really hot, lots of water, we want to release the tension there. All right, so chin tucks forward and back. You're going to do about 10 of those. Really slow, do it with breath. And so as we start to transition ourselves, a lot of people are traveling in August and stuff like that, but as we start to transition ourselves and start to think about going back to school, if you're a teacher going back to work standing, you just want to take those weeks ahead so it's not shock. We want to stand more. We want to move more. Remember that upper body takes a big hit. We want to breathe and enjoy the time we have and working on our body and our posture. I'm telling you, when you do, your body will thank you.